All right, y'all. I am back. I am back, and I'm just checking the sound again. All right, y'all. Back. I am back. Why does this thing want to do a feedback on me? I may just have to go straight from YouTube. Oh, no feedback. Do you guys hear feedback? Give me a two in the chat if you hear feedback. If you hear feedback, give me a two in the chat. All right, good deal. So I'm going to go ahead and edit that out of this video here when I put it up for good. So when I put this up on you or leave it up on YouTube, I'll get rid of this part. So y'all bear with me as I'm getting started with this new tool. StreamYard is what I'm using. And I just want to get everything all squared away. So that way we can get to rocking and rolling. AirDrop this to my phone. So next time I'll have this all squared away, but I like to work these things out loud so you guys can see that we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for completion. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and uh, let's do this. There we go. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and focus. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So now I'm about to go live on TikTok as well to let those guys know on TikTok if they want to visit me on YouTube to get a better view, they can. All right. So those of you that want to see how I have it set up on TikTok to encourage people to come over to YouTube, this is just in case YouTube or TikTok they decide to ban TikTok, then I'm showing my audience where they can find me on YouTube. All right. So those of you that are just joining, I am using StreamYard. It allowed me to put the background on. It allowed me to put my name down here at the bottom. It allowed me to have a ticker going across the screen. All right. So that way you guys can see my name, see what I do, and also grab my links. All right. So, those of you that may be new to the Coco Twins experience, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Mesha Bazemore. I am a certified designer with over 30 years of experience in the space. I've been designing since before the internet was implemented. Yes, that long. I've been designing professionally. I started out designing professionally in the United States Marine Corps. I've been drawing all my life. The Marine Corps taught me how to draw using numbers, and it also taught me how to hold my pencil, how to see shapes and not necessarily figures and things like that. All right. So welcome, 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 welcome. I am the founder of Coco Twins and DCT. DCT is it stands for the Digitally Integrated Art Lab by Coco Twins, and that name came to be while there we go while auditioning or before I auditioned for the Shark Tank because I was invited by a producer to pitch my business to the Shark Tank, but the way that it was set up to fail and I only wanted the experience. I did not want to give away shares of me because the information that I have to offer to people is more about is coming from me and it's more about what I have to offer and less about giving people things. All right. So I hope everybody had a beautiful holiday. I hope you're still having a beautiful time. I hope you guys are gearing up for the new year. A lot of people like Christmas. This is the time of year that I like the most. I actually like this time of year the most. Not Christmas, after Christmas, the time between Christmas and New Year's is typically the time that I like the most. And I like that time because it allows us to go ahead and get ready for new things. And I want you guys to believe in yourselves. I want you to trust in yourselves. I want you to, instead of worshiping fear, instead of worshiping imposter syndrome, instead of worshiping or being fearful of failing at things, I want you guys to start learning how to embrace the failures. Failures are growth opportunities. They're not opportunities. Well, it depends on how you look at it, right? So they're not really opportunities. Well, they're not supposed to be opportunities to beat up on yourself. They're opportunities to learn and grow in the space. So how you choose to view the space is very important. Anytime you get into anything in life, I want you guys to think about this. Your success is based more on your mindset than it is the thing. If your mindset is set in a space of abundance, appreciation, gratitude, showing yourself some grace, understanding you're not going to get everything right, learning how to trust your gift because we have been conditioned to not believe our gift is worth anything, right? We've been conditioned to feel like we need to work a 9 to 5. And those of you that are following current events, we actually saw that thing with. Oh, you like the you like the t-shirt design? We actually saw that thing with Elon Musk's mother, right? And she was like, "Oh, if you can't afford to have children, don't go out to eat. Instead, have the children because we need the children for our businesses." So basically that is the thing about why they want us to continue to have children, because they want us, they want to stay, making money, and they need the body in order to be able to make money. So yeah, there's that. So we're conditioned to believe that we need to work a 9 to 5, but if you learn how to disconnect yourself from that thing, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work because not only are you coming up against opposition within yourself, you're also coming up against opposition from people around you because they're like, look, you need to get a real job. You need to get a real job. A real job looks like you clocking in, clocking out, getting benefits, and you'll be surprised at how you can get benefits on your own as an entrepreneur. And you'll also be surprised at the tax breaks you can get once you make so much money and you sign up to become an S corp. So Coco Twins is not it's not just an LLC. Even though I have my LLC, it's actually an S corp. It's actually a corporation. So people will be like, oh, you know, uh, uh, I hate to say this to people, but it's some people that'd be like, no, Trump is my president. He's the president for America. No, he's the president for people that's making money. Bottom line, period. Right. So there are benefits that come along with making a certain amount of money, having an S corp, different things like that. All right. So I want you guys to learn how to play this game because I had to learn how to play this game for myself. And people who look like me, they typically you have to go to TikTok. This is free. Oh, it's freezing for you? Okay, come on over to TikTok. Come on over to TikTok. All right. So I just lost my train of thought. Those of you that are on TikTok, if you want a better view of my screen, because I will be sharing my screen, head over to Coco Twins on YT on YouTube. Those of you that are on YouTube and it's freezing for you or you don't like it, head over to Coco Twins on TT to watch me on TikTok. All right. So those of you that are on YouTube, give me a 1 in the chat if this is freezing for you. I want to make sure that it's not me. All right, because I am using this new tool. All right, let me know if this is freezing for you. Is it freezing? Is it freezing for you? All right. All right. Y'all let me know while I'm waiting for them to tell me. You said this is better for you. Good. Y'all let me know in the chat. You said I'm good, Kelly. All right, cool. Kelly's one of my coaches. Tina's been rocking and rolling with me for a while. Hey, Talia. Crystal is working for me. Cool. All right. So let's do this again because I tried this earlier. Everybody that's in DCT, give me a one in the chat. DCT, give me a one in the chat. If you're not part of DCT, go ahead and give me a two in the chat. If you're part of DCT, which stands for the Digitally Integrated Art Lab by Coco Twins, go ahead and give me a one in the chat. If you're not part of DCT, give me a two in the chat. All right. Those of you that are not part of DCT and you want to know what it is, let me tell you right out the gate. DCT is an online community. I don't like to call it a group. Mm-mm. It's a community, it's a tribe of like minded creatives who are looking for ways to monetize their creativity. And they're wanting to use AI to do it because they're solopreneurs. So instead of trying to create things from scratch, instead of trying to work alone, I show them how to use AI as their employee. One of the things that I give to DC, the fundamentals, the so it's two layers to it so far. Yes, so far. DCT fundamentals and DCT accelerator. So DCT fundamentals is beginners. Everybody joins at that spot, right? Everybody joins there. Then when you come into DCT fundamentals, you go ahead and get comfortable with the space. You let us know what you need. And then when you're ready to take your learning further, then you can become part of DCT Accelerator. DCT Accelerator is for the advanced AI user. And one of the things that I plan on doing, and why did my screen just go dark like that on YouTube? Okay. One of the things that I plan on doing, or Ty and I plan on doing with DCT Accelerator, is we're working behind the scenes to get it certified. So that way, while you guys are in, or when you guys come into the program, you'll be able to get a certification that says you're a certified AI consultant. So we're working in the background to get that done for you guys. Those of you that are in DCT Accelerator, you're basically in a pilot program. And we have to have some work. We have to show them some work, what we're doing, and they have to look at the layout. That's one of the reasons why DCT Accelerator is on Teachable versus school, because the people doing the accreditation for they're certifying the program. They need to see it in a certain platform. That's why it's over on Teachable and not on school. And I'm happy it didn't work on school because having to flip that around afterwards would have been hard. But it is on Teachable. So everything that you guys learn, or not everything that you learn, but all of your resources are on Teachable for DCT Accelerator. For DCT Fundamentals is on the school platform. All right. So we're going to go ahead and talk about ChatGPT, or I just got a couple of hacks for y'all with ChatGPT. I got a couple of hacks, right? So, before I go into the hacks, one of the things that we're working on, even without getting it accredited or making it into a certification program that's recognized both nationally and internationally, that's what we're doing. We're working on getting it accredited both nationally and internationally. So that way you guys can take your certificate and go, look, I am studying AI. I have my certification. I am a certified AI consultant. I can give you guys certificates of completion and it can show your work, but it's not going to be recognized internationally and nationally. And I want that for you guys. That's one of the reasons why it's not just Coco Twins, it's DCT, or it's DIAL, Digitally Integrated Art Lab. So that way it's pulling out the Coco Twins part and putting you guys into the technology space. All right. So one of the things that we can do before we get it accredited is help you guys become certified AI art designers. With me being a certified designer, having taught on the college level, teaching people how to design, being an expert AutoCAD user, being certified in several areas, holding a degree in design, different things like that, then I can give you guys that certification as far as, you went through working with a Marine Corps vet, somebody who has taught on the college level, led the department at the University of Maryland, Baltimore for the design space for all of the buildings on campus. That's me, and also the reason why the Marine Corps Crucible was built ahead of schedule. I don't, Give me a one in the chat if you have seen 6 888. Have you seen 6 888? 6 888. Has anybody seen 6 888? Tyler Perry's new movie, 6 888. All right. Now, if you have not seen that movie, watch that movie. It's a really, really good movie. It's one of Tyler Perry's best movies that I've seen him make. Right. So 6 888 is about black women who served in the military, and they were tasked with getting the mail over to people. Morale is very real. You said you cried your eyes out. Morale is very real when it comes to connection with people, right? So this is why connection is so important. That movie, if you didn't learn anything else about it, it's about people connecting with people. No matter what AI does, the one thing it cannot do is trump people, person to people connection. And that is what people are always looking for, be it in person, online, in writing, in text messages. People connect with people better than they do with technology because they need the vibrations, they need the energy, they need the soul connection. All right. And yes, it's based on a true story. There was one part in the movie where she was talking to the general. And what they do in the military, and this is just my own experience, I went in the 90s and just watching that movies, and I think it took place. Y'all tell me what year was that? I can't remember exactly what year it took place in. I know the women now are, if they're still alive, they're like 100 years old, something like that. But I remember being in the Marine Corps, and the way that racist people treat black women in the military, we don't talk about that. 40 in the 40s, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. I ended up on having a court case where there was a Caucasian man who did not like the fact that I picked up rank really quickly, right? He didn't like it at all. So because he did not like it, and because I was just basically right behind him, he spent more time in than I did. And I was able to catch up to him in no time. There's no reason why I should have picked up a sergeant in less than 4 years in the Marine Corps, but that's what I did. I picked it up really quickly, and there were people that did not like that, and this guy was one of the people who showed it. So during, we called it field days. During field days, we would clean the barracks. Everybody had to clean the barracks that stayed in the barracks. So E4, E5, we would coordinate and supervise, but we still had to do our part, right? We still had to clean our own spaces. So this guy was ranked higher than me. He decided to come and bang on my door. I was by myself. My roommate was on a deployment. He banged on my door. He was intoxicated. This man banged on my door to the point I was like, "Are you okay? What is going?" Because he seemed like he was good, but he was intoxicated, and he stood in my doorway, intoxicated, pointing his finger right in my face, and said, "You know what I should do to you?" I said, "What? What's going on?" He said, "I should beat your ass." I said, "What?" Oh, gloves. I'm sitting there cleaning. I'm like, what is happening? He's like, "I don't like you." I said, "What did I do?" "Nothing. I just don't like you." Right. So that's one experience. That ended up going to a trial, and he lost rank, and I ended up being in charge of him. But that's neither here nor there. Then when I went to another duty station, I remember I was left in charge. The person that was an E5, he had a little bit more time in than I did. He was sent on a deployment, so of course I was left in charge of the troops. So I told them, I said, "Look, we're coming up on a 48. Was it a 4872? Something like that, where they had extra time off." I said, "Do not go to Tijuana, or if you go to Tijuana, because it was within the radius, if you go to Tijuana, do not drink the water, do not eat the street meat. Do not drink the water, do not eat the street meat," right? So again, just because somebody's in uniform does not mean they're not racist. They're just a racist in uniform. That's it. That's all. They're just a racist in uniform. So the guy, he ended up going. He was lower ranking than me. Disregarded what I told him to do. Just disrespected the rank. Me. I didn't expect him to respect me at all. He ended up going over to Tijuana. Not only did he eat the street meat, he drank the water. And he got food poisoning like I've never seen before. His tongue turned black. He survived that thing, but because of what he went through, I said, you know what? I said, I don't even need to bring you up on charges. I said, you are already then you're gonna pay the biggest price right now. You're gonna feel this thing. So when he started to feel better, he came to me. He said, Sergeant, he's Evans at the time, Sergeant Evans. I want to thank you for not, bringing me up on charges, but I want to know why. I said, because you already punished yourself enough. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you respect what I said? He said to me, because growing up in the mountains of West Virginia, you already know, you already know where I'm going with this. Because I grew up in the mountains of West Virginia, I never saw Black women in real life. The only thing that I knew about Black women is what I saw on TV, right? And what I saw on TV, and so the media is part of the reason why people believe what they believe about African American people, right? Media, right? So he said, because I'd never experienced a Black woman other than what I saw on MTV Raps. This is back in the day. All of those different channels. He said, I didn't take you seriously. I didn't think I had to. I said, what? I said, I'm literally standing here with this rank on my collar, and you're going to tell me you didn't need to respect me? He said, no. He said, I've never um, uh, uh, seen or dealt with an African American woman in real life besides you. You're the first one that I ever really dealt with. Because when I went into the military, we were segregated, women and men, right? So he only dealt with men. He didn't have to deal with women. So he said, I've never come into, and I had to take a deep breath because that thing was deep. I've never had to deal with a Black woman, so I really didn't know how to respect you or this, that, and the other. So it was hard to swallow that thing. I had to take that thing to another Black woman, talk to her about that, and she said, "Yeah, it's the truth." Somebody that's higher ranking than me. She said it's really tough to be on active. It's really tough to be in uniform, even when you have rank, and be a Black woman, because they don't see your rank first. They see you as a Black woman first. So when Kerry Washington said that our fight starts with being an African, or being, what did she say? A Negro is what she said. That's very real. That is very real. It is very, 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 very real, right? So with him doing that, I had to tell him, I can't trust you. If we had to go out into, wartime situation, you telling me right now I can't trust you. I can't trust you, right? So if I cannot trust you, if we go out into the field, then what are we supposed to do, right? And then what ended up happening? We ended up going to the field together, and he learned how to get over himself. He got over himself really quickly when we went to the field, because it's cutthroat out there in the field, and you want to make sure that your NCO is somebody that can stand up for you, right? Now, do you guys remember when Kerry Washington said something about the Caucasian men telling stories about Black women having tails? Let me tell you a story about that. So when I was in Japan, that was the thing. It did not come from the military people. It came from the people in Japan. They would literally say, can you raise up your shirt so I can see your tail? What? What? Who told you we have tails? So that thing is very real. That's something that people believed in Japan, and this is in the 90s, y'all. This is in the 90s. This is in the 90s. But people will want you to believe that. People will want you to believe that uh, 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 racism isn't real. It's very real, and there are things that a lot of women, especially African American women, do not talk about. One of the reasons why a lot of us have disability is because of the PTSD that we have from experiencing things that we experienced. All right. So if you guys get a chance to watch that movie, go ahead and watch that movie, 6888. Very real. And one of the things that I learned on active duty too is when we're it was my experience that when being tasked with certain things, we weren't tasked to win. We were set up to fail. We were set up to fail. And then when we exceed their expectations, they're like, what? How were you able to do this? How were you able to do what you did? So all of the racism, the bullshit behind everything that happens with racism and sexism, they're basically teaching people uh, how to survive that thing. So we have the tenacity to rise above that thing, and they're still confused as to how we're able to do the things that we've been able to do. And it's simply because of the things, the barriers they have put in place. We have no choice but to work extra hard. So, there are these weird expectations they have for black women very real, but I'm not going to get into that thing. All right, so you guys, if you guys are ready for this, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I want TikTok to know if you guys want to see my screen better, then head over to Coco Twins on YT. If you're having trouble watching it on YouTube, head over to Coco Twins on TT. Make sure you guys are sharing this thing out. My God, it's almost 200 of y'all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to do my very best to it comes natural for us to exceed and excel. Yes, yes, and it's because it's by design. They literally designed us this way, but they want to stand on our heads, and we allow them to, and make us feel like we're not good enough. We literally fall for that BS. All right. And I want you guys to know you don't have to. It's a choice. You don't have to, especially in this day and age with AI. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen around. Let's do this. Let me flip camera. Perfect. Let me go ahead and do this. Perfect. All right. So there you are, YouTube or TikTok. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and go to StreamYard and share my screen. I'm so excited about this thing. Present, share screen, entire screen. We're going to go ahead and head to screen 2 and share. And you can see me on the side. Oh my God. Look at me, y'all. You look at me go. All right. So here we go. TikTok. You guys can see my screen. All right. YouTube, you guys can see my screen, and I can see that you can see my screen, and I absolutely love this. So what I'm showing you guys right now is DCT. So when we go into the classroom for DCT, I just want to show you guys what is in here. So we have DCT fundamentals, DCT accelerator for advanced AI tools, digital art. We're showing you guys how to draw using Procreate and Adobe Fresco. We have a whole DCT robot AI coach. So if you need help navigating DCT, you don't have to wait for a person. You can push your button and get the information that you need. Mindset Matters is at the very top because mindset is 80% of the game. All right. We offer coaching services. Stay tuned for this to be updated where you guys can book one-on-one sessions with the coaches within the group. We do Q&A sessions like tonight would have been a Q&A session, but it's the holiday and my coaches, they're taking a break. They're with their families. So here I am live, still serving the community, but I wanted to give my coaches a break. All right. So Q&A sessions on Fridays, you bring your questions about AI, we answer them. All right. DCT community meeting on Sundays. These are so these meetings, we tell you what's new on the platform, and we also do onboarding. We help with affiliate links. We help with MRR. We help with beacons, is whatever you need to be able to be successful with DCT and with your own thing. But let's reverse that, with your own thing first, then with DCT. All right. We talk Canva. We talk ChatGPT and DAL-E. We talk digital marketing for creatives. We talk 11 Labs, AI voice tool. We talk Etsy. I am a top 1% earner on Etsy with over 40,000 sales, with over 3,000 reviews, with a 5-star average rating. So I share with you guys how I've been able to do that. We talk about creating presentations with AI. So no more creating presentations taking days at a time. You can use a tool called Gamma.app to create a presentation in less than 5 minutes. We talk about how to earn money as an affiliate. We talk about how to make money selling digital downloads. We talk about an AI art generation generator called Ideogram. It's best for word art design. We talk Midjourney. Midjourney is actually my favorite AI art generator. We talk Notebook LM, where you can take courses, ebooks, conversations, ChatGPT prompts, turn them into a podcast absolutely free. We talk Notion for organization. We talk Opus Clip to turn long videos into short clips. We talk about Pinterest. We have a PLR vault. Our PLR vault is different in that it is not regurgitated information, meaning we didn't just grab it from somewhere else and just drop it onto the site like a lot of the MRR resources do. No, we create these things from scratch. All right, or not from scratch, but we have resources where we make them unique for DCT. We talk Runway to create AI videos, but moving forward, we do have a new tool to show you guys how to create AI videos like this. So this guy is not a real guy. He is AI generated. And you can see the different videos that I've been able to create with this handsome fella here, right? So handsome. And so we're going to talk to you guys about a new art generator, especially for those of you that are in DCT Accelerator. We talk let's see here, self-publishing. I am a self-published author on Walmart. So if I go to walmart.com and I go ahead and I search my name, you will be able to see that I am in Walmart. All right. I'm also on Amazon. So we talk to you guys about self-publishing. We also talk to you guys about creating music using an AI tool called Suno. We talk TikTok tips, and we also talk YouTube videos. We have the Dial chatbot. Those of you that are part of DCT Accelerator, you get access to over 80 chatbots that act as your employees, right? So there's a chatbot that will help you write your listing descriptions for Etsy. You don't have to do that by yourself anymore. A GPT that will help you create art, a GPT that will help you create an ebook for children, a GPT that will help you create an ebook for menopause. A lot of things there. And if you guys want to request a course, you can request a course. When we go to 2, this is Ty's group. One of the hardest things about creating AI art is getting African American skin tones the way that we want them to be. So that's why she created that group. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to head into my Etsy shop because I want to show you guys what we're going to be talking about today. But before we do, those of you that are trying to figure out this whole Etsy game, if you want to use my store as a resource to study, then do that, right? I'm going to give you guys some Etsy tips before we jump into this class. Change your banner. Make sure your banner is not blurry. All right, change your banner. Make sure your banner is not blurry. Change out that Christmas stuff. All right, change out your announcement section. So I'm just going to say Happy New Year. This matters to the algorithm. Go ahead and save it. Make sure that you have your store set up where it's easy to browse. So think about going into your favorite store. What if it wasn't easy to browse, right? So you want to set it up where it's easy to browse. So one of the things that we're adding right now are bookmarks. They are printable bookmarks that you guys can print and use for personal use. But if you guys want to get the prompts, then we're actually going to be offering this as a prompt guide with the bookmarks that you can actually resell, but it's going to be on my website, cocotwins.com. Right. So right now the entire website is on sale, and we do have a ton of prompt guides that you guys can grab from the website, and you're able to resell them. Now, let me explain to you why I do it. I offer things on Etsy and why I also offer things on my own website. So this is what I mean by if you guys want to study Coco Twins, feel free to. If you have any questions, let me know. So my Etsy shop is B2C. B2C is business to consumer. So my licensing on my Etsy shop is set up to give people the ability to test out my products. They cannot resell anything, but they can use what is within it. All right. And I have upsells, even on my banner, not upsells, but I redirect people to a different space than Etsy. Etsy is not my main source of income. Etsy is a lead magnet for me. And the reason why Etsy is a lead magnet for me is because Etsy is so fickle that you never know when your store is going to be shut down because of their AI tools. Um, Also, the people who are coming over to Etsy typically are not business owners, they're consumers, right? Now, for the business owners, that's why I have my website, cocotwins.com. So the things that I have over here, everything I think is priced between $97 and $27, $27 and $97. That's because you're able to resell these things. So you can use them for yourself and you can also resell them. So the things that are on here, like this GPT can help you create coloring pages, like what I have on in my Etsy shop for the 2025 coloring book that I have here. You guys can create things like this. I also have this GPT that will create your prompt guides for you, so you don't have to create your prompt guides anymore. Those of you that are part of DCT Accelerator, you have this GPT in your portfolio. All right. Um, let's go back. There we go. All right, let's go back to here. The entire shop is 60% off. I have these journals, manifestation journals, self-care is not a luxury, one for kids, and it also has digital puzzles inside of it. This here, what is this? And all of this you can resell. The Canva Dream Lab prompt guide to help you create prompts for use on Canva, and then also a customizable PLR Canva 2025 weekly planner template. Edit the template, you can sell it digitally. All right. We do offer prompt guides that you guys can resell, right? So we got a bunch of these. So you guys can resell these. No, you don't have to change anything in the PDF. The only thing you have to do is create your mockups. That's it. That's all. All right. So when I go back here, you can also see that we have prompt guides here. These prompt guides you cannot resell. You cannot resell these prompt guides, but you can use them as reference. You can also purchase the entire shop of prompt guides. So I have a ton of these prompt guides that you guys can grab. Just added 5 new prompt guides this evening. All right. So we have prompt guides that will help you create realistic images of children like this, realistic images of men like this for your mock-ups, t-shirt mock-ups, realistic images of African American women like this, and of babies, African American babies like this. All right? We give you the words, you create your art. All right? Um let me see here. What else did I want to share with you guys? All right. So now that you know, this is a tip for those of you that are in DCT especially. And if you guys have a question, let me know. One of the things that I do, because I have my Etsy shop, because I have my website, because I have Teachable, because I have so many things, instead of trying to communicate each thing individually, I communicate them using a landing page, and I use beacons for my landing page. So now you can get access to my prompt guides on Etsy, my prompt guides on Coco Twins. You can also sign up for my emails. You can join DCT from here. You can become an AI consultant from here. And here's a coloring app that I shared with people a while back. All right. So if you are interested in becoming a member of DCT, then there is the link for YouTube. Those of you that are on TikTok, you can go up to my profile and click the link in my profile, and it will redirect you to my landing page where you can select Join DCT, and you can join DCT whenever you're ready to join DCT. All right. I also want to let you guys know this. I will be going live less and less. I will be backing this thing up back to only on Mondays. So if you guys want the information, then the best thing to do will be to be a part of DCT. All right. So let's keep going. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT. Give me a 1 in the chat if you use ChatGPT. Are you using ChatGPT right now? Give me a 1 in the chat if you are using ChatGPT. All right. All right. All right. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Make sure you're sharing this out. Make sure you're interacting with it because we want to push this out to more people. All right. Y'all might have been like, I don't want to push this out right now because she's just talking about DCT and her business. That's cool. Go ahead and share it out with people if you think that they want information about ChatGPT. All right. We're going to do that. All right. Because I'm going to show you a use case scenario for project folders using prompt guides. Right. Give me a 2 in the chat if you use or create prompt guides. Give me a 2 in the chat if you use or create prompt guides. Give me a 2. Sweet Teas Toya say, Lord, y'all just don't know. That's all right. They'll learn. They'll learn. They'll learn. All right. All right. So y'all create and use prompt guides. Those of you that don't know what a prompt guide is, go ahead and give me a 3 in the chat. If you do not know what a prompt guide is, I need to be sure that I'm using the right language during this live. Give me a 3 in the chat. Hey, Dean. Give me a 3 in the chat. Hey, Diane. I see y'all. I like this StreamYard. Give me a 3 in the chat if you do not know what a prompt guide is. All right. So I have to watch my language. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some prompt guides first. All right, so my 1s and 2s, y'all bear with me while I take my 3s on a little journey. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys prompt guides that I have created. Oh, not me, but my team have created. All right, so prompt guides look like, here we go. So we got this prompt guide right here. It's a little toddler prompt guide. I'm gonna bring this over. There we go. Y'all see her? How cute is she? So if you were someone trying to create an image like this and you're new to AI, you may not know the words to use. So a prompt guide gives you the words. So this one is a DALL-E AI art prompt guide. It has 12 base prompts with reference art. I also have upsells here or a redirect. Remember, I told you guys anything I offer on Etsy is like a lead magnet. And then within the guide, I have these hyperlinked prompt guides that will send them over, or these hyperlinks to these prompt guides that will send them over to my website. Have instructions on how to use the prompt guide. And then here are the images. Now, what if I told you a 17-year-old created this prompt guide? 17. 17. I actually have one, two, three. I have 3 people working on my team right now. Trying to fit in a 4th person because I promised her space in on the admin side, helping me out with the site. But right now, I have one, two, three, 4 active people on the site, or 3 active people on the site that are designing for me. And I just picked up one more today. I forgot about Ron. Forgot about my big baby, Ron. All right. So 2 17-year-olds, a 26-year-old, and Ron is 29. So very young people, showing them how to use AI to create art. So the way that our prompt guides are set up, and this is due to Jaleel of Selects Digitals. He's the one who gave me this prompt guide template. He gave it to a lot of people, but a lot of people don't use it. And he gave us this template. I click a button, it will redirect me to where the prompt is. I can do this. I can copy the prompt. I can head over to ChatGPT. I can come over to DALL-E, and I can paste the prompt. There are 12 of them. So I can paste them and I can send it through to see what I get. All right. Now, that is one way you can use the prompts in a prompt guide. I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you a hack. I'm going to show you a cool hack. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let that generate to see what I get. Oh, look at the baby face. Look at the baby. Right. So that prompt created by a 17-year-old helped me get this image. I didn't create that prompt. She did. How cute is this baby? Right? How cute is she? Oh my goodness. Oh my good gracious alive, right? So right now, this prompt guide is available to anybody that has purchased my prompt guide bundle. So if you purchase my prompt guide bundle, you have access to it already. If you want to grab the prompt guide by itself, then it's on Etsy and it's $4 right now. But if you want to get all the prompt guides you see on my site, then grab the bundle. The bundle is $79.60 for right now. It's originally $199. All right. $79.60. You get access to all of the prompt guides on the site. So I'm going to go into my prompt guides. There we go. It's 74 prompt guides right now. And if all the prompt guides are $10 and there's 74 on them, 74 of them right now, that's a pretty good discount for all of the prompt guides. All right. Now, I turned I turned this entire prompt guide. Let's go back here. So this entire prompt guide I'm using in projects. So those of you that are using ChatGPT, and I think right now you can only create projects using a paid version of ChatGPT, right? I added the toddler. There it is, a project file. I added it. I added instructions. I'm going to go ahead and copy the instructions. All right, copy these, save. And I'm going to show you guys from a different prompt guide how you can set it up where you can do this, right? So I got the prompt guide. I have the instructions. I'm going to say, please create an image based on the prompts in the prompt guide. Please give the toddler a funny face. Go ahead and send it. And just like that, it's going to search through its knowledge and it should create an image that is close to what is in that prompt guide. And I didn't even tell it what prompt to use. I just said use, oh Lord have mercy. I just said use the prompt that's within the prompt guide, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I set up this folder. So I came over to projects, selected the plus sign for new project. I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. Let's see, which one do I want to do? I am going to do, who do I want to do? Maybe I'll do this one. I'll turn this is one of the prompt guides that I have over on my website, cocotwins.com. This prompt guide you can actually resell. You can actually resell this prompt guide. All right. So I'm going to use this one, which, what did my daughter call it? I'm just going to call it alphabets. I'm just going to call it alphabets. Alphabets. Let me see if I got it downloaded first, y'all. Do I have it downloaded? I don't have that one downloaded, so we're not going to worry about that one. I'm going to go ahead and let's do, oh, this is a cute one. Timeless. Oh, she's pretty. Let's do the Timeless Beauty. So I'm going to do Timeless Beauty. Prompt guide. Create project. So with the project, you can keep all your chats, all your files, everything in one place. All right. And it says chats will show up here. Chats will show up down here. So now I'm going to add instructions. For the instructions, I'll go ahead and paste something like this. You are to act as an expert art prompt engineer responsible for creating text prompts that I can use to generate art. For every image you generate, you must provide both the gen underscore ID and the seed. This is for consistent characters. Always refer to the project files for the appropriate prompts. Additionally, ensure you provide the prompt itself and generate an image based on the prompt. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I'm going to go into DCT. I'm going to go to the community. So DCT, y'all can see this. I'm going to head down to, let's see here. Did I do, there it is. No. Where is the one where I said I'm going live? I didn't pin it. Let me go ahead and see if I can search for myself. Mesha. Let's see here. I want to find. I can't find it, y'all. Who's going to do live on YouTube on 12/27/24. I'm going to put here projects instructions. Prompt guide project instructions. Prompt guide project instructions. So you guys, you can come and grab it from here. All right. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and, as a matter of fact, can I do, let's do post. There we go. So you guys now have the prompt here that I'm using. So you guys don't have to go trying to screenshot it or copy it. All right. So DCT, there it is for you. I'm going to head back to ChatGPT and I'm going to hit save. Once I hit save, I can go ahead and work within the projects folder, right? Timeless Beauty Prompt Guide. I'm going to add the prompt guide. So I'm going to add the files, which is the PDF there. All right, waiting for it to load. There we go. I'm going to close out of here. Now I'm going to say, please create an image based on the project or based on the prompt, based on a prompt in the project file. Send it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it creates. You guys are welcome. You're so very, very welcome. You are welcome. Thank you for grabbing the prompt guide bundle. Thank you for grabbing any of the prompt guides that you grabbed. You are not just supporting me, you're supporting two 17-year-olds and two very young adults. Help them realize that their gift is enough, right? So here we are with this image, and it created this image based on what was inside of the prompt guide, right? So now I have a brand new prompt that I can use. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go into creative. So I have two conversations within this conversation or within this project for creative toddler prom guide. So I already did this one. I have the funny face toddler and I have the image creation request conversation that I already started. So when I go into this conversation, once it loads, I should be able to see two images. Let's refresh to see if I can get it to pop up. There we go. Three images actually. So it created this image. All I said to it here was create an image based on the prompt. And because it referenced the art within the, or referenced the prompt within the prompt guide, it created this image without a prompt. All right. Then I said, all right, please provide the seed and the gen underscore ID for this image. It gave me the seed and the gen ID. The seed and the gen ID, they have different responsibilities for these AI generators. But one of the things that I will do is just ask for both. So that way I can do something like this. Use Gen ID and the C for this image and just change the color of her dress. There she is with a pink dress. There she is with a blue dress. And then I said, using the same Gen ID and the seed, change the color of her dress. Right? Let's see here. Oh, it seems I repeated it. It said you repeated that, no problem. I said, all right, go ahead and change your clothes to leggings, a sweater, and have her sitting on the floor in her bedroom. So now I have these consistent images of this baby in various spaces. Now I can go ahead and come up here, copy using Gen ID, same Gen ID, and the seed. I'm going to go ahead and paste it down here. And I'm going to go ahead and say, let's see here, please change her clothing to a sweater, leggings, and boots. She is sitting on the floor in her bedroom, surrounded by her stuffed teddy bears. Let me see if it'll do it. Go ahead and send it. And it should do a consistent image, but it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss when it comes to ChatGPT. The system is still trying to learn how to create consistent images, but this is one of the ways that I've been able to hack the system basically to get it to create consistent images. And there she is. Now she has her little bear surrounding her. And here I have images, consistent images. How beautiful are these, right? And I can continue to use the Gen ID and the seed image ID to make changes to create consistent images. And because this is under a project folder, it means I do not have to go through all of this stuff over here in order to be able to find this image. Now I can say, based on the prompts, based on, or let's see, I'm going to say, please provide a prompt from the project files. I only need the text. Go ahead and send it. Yes, it will help you write a children's book about your granddaughter, right? And I'm going to show you what that looks like because I actually did that. So now I have this prompt, right? And because I am using the prompt guide and I know I cannot resell it, I can put it into the project folder and create, I'm going to say, great job. Please write 10 more prompts and please be sure to refer to, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, please, let's see if I can do this. Please rewrite the prompt to help me create a consistent image using, let's go back up here, using this information for the image. Put that on there, send it. Let's see how it writes the prompt out. Please rewrite the prompt. There we go. It's giving me options. So I'm going to just pick one. So it gave me the prompt and then it put use Gen ID and seed to maintain consistency in visual details. I'm going to say great job. Now, please write 5, or please, now please, or I'm going to say please proceed with 5 more prompts. Please adhere to the prompt or the project file for the prompts and be sure to include in the prompt. So include the Gen ID and the seed. I'm going to go ahead and send it. So now we should go ahead and write 5 new prompts, and it did. Look at that. With the Gen ID and the seed, I may end up breaking it, y'all. I'm going to try something else. And it may not give me the consistent images, but I do want to show you, you say I cracked the code for consistent images. Wow. Yeah. So let me see if I can get it to create these 5 images and it show consistency. All right. I'm going to say, please create an image for each prompt that you just provided. Please be sure to adhere to the consistency of, put that there, Gen ID and the seed. Please do not pause between, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can get it to do this. I'm going to, because Cheryl taught me this, Cheryl Lynn taught me this. I'm going to go ahead and paste all of this. I'm going to say, please create these images. Enter, enter, paste all 5 prompts and see what it does. Let me see if it pauses between generations. It shouldn't pause between generations. All right, so let's see. There's one, nope, there's one, there's 2. So this is a little hack for getting it to create more than 1 image at a time. I know the limit for images free on chat is 3. Is there a limit for the first paid chat, not the most expensive version? Yes, there is a limit. There is a limit, and they will put you on timeout. They will put you on timeout. All right. So you see how now it fell out of the consistency, but it did create the 5 images without pausing. And this is one of the ways that I'm able to create so quickly because I know how to tell ChatGPT what it is that I need. All right. Which is create all those images. Do not stop. Just create all of them. All right. So now I have these images and I can go ahead and say, well, please provide, just in case I like these because it fell out of consistency, please provide the gen underscore ID and seed for each image that you just generated. Go ahead and send it, and it should give me the gen ID and the seed for each one of the images. All right. Could you give the gen ID and seed a name as an alias when using it to create the new prompts? Yes, you can. But what I found is after conversing with it over time, it loses that. So I like to keep repeating gen ID and seed because after so long, it starts to lose that information, right? And so I like to keep using that, right? Um, uh, 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 That's how you prompt multiple images at one time. Yep, yep. So now I have the gen ID and the seed for each one of these. Now, since this is a project, I don't have to go looking through all of my projects over here. I can use my project folder here for creating toddler prompt images. So if you wanted to turn, let's see. Something that you do a lot, maybe for me, I have a YouTube copywriter that writes my subject lines and my descriptions for me. And it has the instructions and that's all. I don't think I have any files in it. I'm going to add files later, but it will write out my YouTube copy for me. All right. Now I'm going to tell you guys this. This is not better than a GPT. A GPT still does better. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. So if I go into a GPT, and it's one of the GPTs I do not mind people seeing. So I'm going to go into $20 dinner helper. A GPT is different than projects in that you have to do a little typing, over in the projects to get it to do what you want it to do. But when it comes to a GPT, you can just select a button. So this GPT, which is also a custom chat GPT conversation, which is also a basically an automation, a tool that helps you save time with a specific task. In this case, it will help you come up with $20 meal plans, right? So a lot of us are on a budget, right? I remember what that felt like, and this is one of the reasons why I created it because it could be kind of tough when you're trying to figure out what to feed your family and you don't have a lot of money, right? So this thing is absolutely phenomenal at coming up with $20 meal plans, right? I'm going to go ahead and click a button here. It says, help me find a recipe on Budget Bites. I'm going to click it. Budget Bites is a great website that will help you come up with, and you see a search the internet, it'll help you come up with ideas. So, creamy tomato and spinach pasta, one pot creamy Cajun chicken pasta, easy sesame chicken, creamy white bean and spinach quesadillas, chicken and apples. Ah, no, no. Let's go ahead and let's look at one pot creamy Cajun chicken, and it will take you to the website. It didn't take me directly to the website, but it did take me to where I can find the recipe. And this tool is a super cool tool in that if you wanted to, there it is, one pot creamy Cajun chicken pasta. So if you wanted to pin the recipe, you can. If you wanted to jump to the recipe, you can. If you wanted to, let me come down here. If you wanted to change the number of servings, so say for instance you're serving 2 people, it will automatically update. It will automatically update this information and also the cost of making a meal. So I'm going to go ahead and say 2 people instead of 4. And I'm going to hit enter. And let me make sure. There we go. So you guys see how it's changing the amount of everything. Nutrition, it gives you protein, fiber, calories, and it's free, y'all. And I have the GPT set up to go directly here. So that way, not only can you get the recipe, but you can also see what it looks like. And this is part of the GPT. Go back to new chat. You don't have to use budget bites. You can come over here and say, help me plan my meal. So when you say, help me plan my meal, it says, how many people are you cooking for? I'm cooking for 2. It says, do you have any dietary preferences or restrictions? I'm going to say, I have high blood pressure and need to avoid gluten. So, say for instance, your doctor gives you a plan, or they give a family member a plan, and you need to come up with meal ideas. You don't know where to start. Use a GPT. You can use this GPT, it's free. What type of cuisine or dish are you in the mood for? I'm going to go ahead and say vegetarian. All right. I'm on my fasting thing right now, y'all. Do you have any ingredients on hand that you'd like to use? What do I have on hand? I have an onion. How about that? Go ahead and send it. Then what it's going to go ahead and do is acknowledge your input, and then it's going to tell you what you can cook. So vegetable stir fry with quinoa, right? And it's telling you the ingredients, it's telling you the instructions, it's telling you cost saving tips. It says, would you like a variation or dessert idea to complement this meal? I'm going to say, no, I don't want um, um, a variation or dessert idea. Instead, I need you to create a recipe book following this type of meal plan for 2 people with these dietary needs or restrictions, right? I need you to create the title, the introduction, how to use the recipe book, 10 recipes, and a conclusion. Send it. And because it already knows this information, because I put it inside of it, it's writing out my recipe book. Title page, flavorful meals for 2, gluten-free, low sodium, vegetarian delights, designed for healthy living and bold tastes. Here's the introduction. Here are the instructions on how to use the book. Recipes, right? It wrote the recipes out for me. And then there's my conclusion. So then I can take all this information, put it over into Canvas. So say for instance, I wanted to create, let me go home. Oh, I did have this. Oh, yeah, I did have this prompt guide. And then I know I had this prompt guide open with the kids holding the letters. All right, so we'll go back to that. All right, so you can go to Canva to set this up. So you go to Canva. Here in the search bar, you type recipe book. All right. And then you can go ahead and start setting up your own recipe book and you can sell it. Before you sell it, go over to Etsy. I'm going to go to etsy.com, enter, and I'm going to type recipe book. Always do your research. If you're doing physical products, you should be good. If you're doing digital products, then go ahead and filter out by digital products. And I'm going to go ahead and set it to bestseller. Send it. Now you can see all the popular cookbooks that are digital products because you can see all across the top. Bestseller, popular now, bestseller, bestseller, right? Now we're going to go ahead and do product analytics. We want to see what people are making monthly in selling cookbooks. The Art of Sourdough, $5,226 last month. Plandy, Mandy's Lunch something, 2,290. Digital Recipe Book 4. They made $1,740 last month. So I want you guys to know that people are purchasing these recipe books. All right. So you guys can use a GPT to do that. So I just wanted to show you the difference between the different GPT, or the difference between a GPT and a planner, or and a project. All right. Um, mm, mm, mm. Let's see here. Chicken and apples, yeah. Somebody said, "When are you cooking that?" Never. Is Dally an extra charge on chat? No, it is not. It is not. All right. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead because I didn't show you guys this and I wanted to test it out myself. I'm going to open up this prompt guide that my daughter created. Y'all see how cute these images are with the little letters? This is especially for those of us who go into a rest stop or into these gift shops and we never see ourselves. We never see ourselves, right? So I'm going to go ahead and copy this prompt. And you can do the very same thing that I showed you guys before, turn it into a project. This prompt guide you can actually resell as it is. You don't need to change it. You don't need to change it. All right. That's one of the reasons why we give you the template like this. You put your logo here, you put your mission statement here, here the terms of use and disclaimer, the instructions on how to use it. You go ahead and brand it. It's hyperlinked. You the little oh, look at him. The little home symbol takes you back to the home. And then she created A through Z. She did A through freaking Z, y'all. A through Z, right? And you guys can wait a minute. I like her beat. I like him. Wait a minute. This is especially for people that never feel like they're seen. Want to select all of this, copy it, go into ChatGPT, and I'm going to come over here to Dally so that way I get two images. So let's go back into Dally. And I'm just going to paste that prompt there and send it. If you want to do multiple prompts, then you can drop the whole prompt guide into a projects folder. All right. So let's see what we get with the letter H. I'm going to put this here, paste it, and do the letter. The letter. She's a cutie. A. Go ahead and do. We could do A. We could do any letter we want to do, and have it create an image with the letters on it. So how cute would this be to create a custom or backpack? You can create a backpack with this letter on it. So A, so cute, right? You don't want to put a child's name on a backpack, but you surely can put a letter on a backpack, but don't put the kid's name on a backpack. All right, so there we have that prompt. All right, you see I'm showing out. This ain't me, these my kids. They're my children are actually my employees. As a matter of fact, tonight was payday for them. Tonight was payday for them, and they were so excited. All right, so you said you hadn't used projects yet. Good, 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 good. Let's see here. You just saw the new guys. Good, good. This will teach us to create our own prompt guides. Yes. One of the ways that you can learn how to create things is by studying the thing. So if you want to create prompt guides and you've never used or purchased a prompt guide, do that. Find a prompt guide, use it. All right. Those of you that do not have the financial bandwidth to purchase prompt guides just yet, you guys can head over to Creative Fabrica. Those of you that have a subscription, because it could be a lot less expensive to just have a subscription to Creative Fabrica. And I'm going to go to my store and show you that I have prompt guides on my site right now. And as part of the subscription to Creative Fabrica, you can go ahead and download one of the prompt guides and start using that. All right. You said you would do a boy and a girl for each letter. Yeah. 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 All right. So that's what you're saying. All right. So we're going to do this. We're going to copy this prompt. I'm going to show you how to turn this into a boy or girl. So you can turn this into a fillable base prompt. I don't know why y'all be taking me into these rabbit holes. So I'm going to turn this into a fillable base prompt so we can have it do boy or girl. So a whimsical, heartwarming digital painting of an African American in brackets, boy or girl. So what the system will do when I put the words inside of brackets, it will choose for me. Around 4 years old with, going to say, describe their hair, close bracket, open bracket, describe their joyful mood, close bracket. Do that again so they can give me 2. Paste that there. I'm going to say the boy or girl, close bracket, is dressed in, gonna say, open bracket, top, close bracket, pants. So it's gonna choose the top, it's gonna choose the pants, and it's gonna choose the shoes, close bracket. Shoes. How about spelling it right? There we go. Shoes. He or she is interacting with the large glossy 3D letter. You choose the letter in a playful way, such as leaning against it with wide eyed wonder. The setting features you choose the setting and how the subject is interacting with the letter. All right. If you're doing this with the prompt guide, you don't have to do all of this. There's a way to get around this, and I have a GPT for that too. You just drop the prompt guide in there, and it'll create a prompt guide from a prompt guide. All right. All right. You say you can't stay out the rabbit holes. Me neither. All right. I'm going to tell it. Uh-oh. This is a fillable base prompt. I need you to create ideas for each fillable section. Please adhere to boy or girl, but for all other fillable sections, please provide 10 ideas for each section. Go ahead and send it. All right. And keep in mind, I told you guys earlier, some of you may just be joining, but my lives here on YouTube will be going back to just Mondays only. And also on TikTok. So those of you that are in DCT, you'll get more information than, you have to come to the lives on Fridays and on Sundays. All right. So it has given me 10 ideas for each section. So the hair description, the joyful mood, the clothing description for the top, the clothing description for the pants, the clothing description for the shoes, the letter, the setting description. And I'm going to say now, based on the number of prompts you have create or number of ideas that you have generated, please tell me how many prompts can I create using the prompt and the prompt ideas. Go ahead and send it. So from that one prompt in the prompt guide, this one prompt, I was able to create a fillable base prompt. And from that fillable base prompt, I'll be able to create 10 million prompts. If I sold each prompt for $1, $1, your entire site can just be prompts. And how do I know that? Again, market research. You can go to a site called promptbase.com. When you go to promptbase.com, they're selling prompts. They're selling individual prompts. I'm going to go to those are newest prompts. I'm going to go to trending prompts. Let's do corporate realism. Let's see what that looks like. So corporate realism, they are selling a single prompt with fillable sections. So this is why I'm teaching the students how to do fillable sections. So that way they can create prompts for base prompt or go ahead and create their own prompt based type website. So this person, who are they? Meredith Media, they created this fillable base prompt to create these types of images, right? They have a 4.9 review rating, only 38 ratings. Remember when I told you guys, some of you may have seen me talk about Fiverr and how some people have 100 reviews. And I tell you guys, typically people don't leave reviews. This is an example of that. So 818 sales with 38 ratings, 38 reviews. All right. 4.9, 818. Right. So if they sold 818 of these prompts for $4.99, and pull up my calculator. Let's see, open. It's trying to open. There we go. So 818 times 5. This is how much money they've been able to make off of one prompt. One prompt. One fillable base prompt. One. One. All right. So let me go back here so you guys can see the calculator. Let's go. All right. So you guys see that? $4,090 off of one prompt. Go ahead and give me a one in the chat if you can stand to make $4,090 off of one prompt. One. One. So prompt base is a good place to go to see what's trending in the space of creating prompts. All right. You said, does any other DCT have a PLR in their Etsy store from one of Mesha's? I like to see how you changed it to make it your own and sell it. Can I have your Etsy shop name so I can see and study? So, has anybody used any of my PLR products? And I know you have because I've seen them. Use any of my PLR products and put them into your Etsy shop. All right. If you did, share your link. Share your link. All right. So just imagine $4,090 off of one prompt. And if you guys notice something here, there are two African American characters, and you guys can go, he is handsome. You guys can go into a rabbit hole creating various images of different types of people, African American, older people, younger people, people with short hair, people with long hair, people with afros, people from other countries, just whatever it is that you are in alignment with. All right. Everybody wants to feel seen. Everybody wants to feel seen. All right. So let's go ahead and recap. Let's close out of here. Go here. So when you guys are ready to take your use of prompt guides further, try the projects tool, upload your prompt guide into the projects folder and use it as a way to not only streamline your process, but as a way to store your projects as well. All right. When you are ready to let's see here. What else did I do? When you're ready to present, or when you are, let me go back and come out of the folders. All right. Here we go. When you're ready to turn up on creating prompts, turn them into fillable face prompts. All right. All right. When you're ready to take it further, turn them into GPTs where all people have to do is push a button to create a GPT. All right. Also test these prompts in other AI generators like Ideogram and Midjourney to see what they create. All right. When you're ready to offer your products to your customers, make sure you guys are leading from the space of solving pain points from people. Don't start with creating first. You want to start by solving pain points for people. So let me show you the 5 point. Let me go up. 5 point framework for making irresistible offers. Not for selling, but for making irresistible offers. Does the accelerator program go into these lessons? Yes, very, very. We're going to do deep dives into this thing. Mhm. So we're going to do a deeper dive in DCT Accelerator than we are in DCT Fundamentals. Yes, 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 yes. So when you guys are making your offers to people, we're going to get out of the space of selling, of saying sell, 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 buy. And we're going to start creating offers, irresistible offers. And the way that you do that is by using a framework that will allow you to tap into what people need and not just simply create because you find something cute. All right. So the very first thing you want to do before you even touch Midjourney, DALL-E, ChatGPT, Canva, before you touch any of those things, you want to figure out who you are creating for. You want to do a dive into who your audience is. So identify the people who will benefit most from your work. I will tell you, I'm not one of those people that tell you to niche down because I don't believe in niching down. I do believe, or niching down products. I do believe in niching down your conversation, but not your product because, or what you offer, because you can offer them to a whole bunch of people. All right. So who are you creating for? This is your audience deep dive. Identify the people who will benefit most from your work. Picture them in your mind. Um, if you are feeling fancy, make a persona. Are they busy parents, ambitious entrepreneurs, or curious learners? Two, what pain point are you solving? Right? What's making your audience groan, face palm, or procrastinate? Find their problem and understand how it disrupts their life. This stuff is your empathy building exercise. Three, how can you solve it, their pain points, using what you love to do? Match your passions and your this is when you start going into how you're going to create the thing to solve pain points. Excuse me. Match your passions and skills with the pain points you've uncovered. This is your sweet spot. This is how you'll never run out of ideas. If you start by helping people, then you wrap your passions and your skills around helping people. The people will always tell you what they need if you're paying attention to them. They'll always tell you what they need, and you'll never, ever, 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 ever run out of ideas. There is no ceiling, there is no floor to this thing, but you have to know the rules of engagement. And the rules of engagement in this space is to start by addressing your audience, right? Now, what can you create to solve this pain point? Using what you know how to do and what you like to do. Then the fifth part is how will you create it using your tool stack? Now you pull out Midjourney. Now you pull out ChatGPT. Now you pull out Canva. A lot of you start from 5 and then you get to 1 and don't know how to make things fit. That's why you want to start with who you're creating for and not creating something and then trying to make it fit in their life. That's not how this works. That's why a lot of you are not getting sales because you're creating and then trying to force feed people what you've created instead of listening to them and then creating what they need. All right? All right. All right. ABA, I'm Latoya in DCT. Comment under my post and I'll message you and show you what I made using her PLR. Latoya, you can go ahead and post it right here on on this YouTube. You don't have to message it to her. All right. Renee said I was using that GPT today, and oh my God, chef's kiss. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So this finish what you start is a GPT. So I'm gonna do a new chat. And I feel like everybody needs to know this thing. That's why I want to share some of these GPTs with people to show them what they can do. I think I've already added it to DCT, but I'll check. Finish what you start. So you can brainstorm. Can you guide me in turning my creative idea into a digital product? Because it works with the framework, it's going to first start by asking you, who are you creating for? So I'm going to say, I am creating for people who want to manifest an abundance mindset in 2025. So if you guys want more of these GPTs, you guys may want to come over here. All right. All right. It's in part of 12 Days of Christmas, correct? I think it is in the 12 Days of Christmas. So it acknowledged my input. This is the way that I wrote the GPT. So to ask you one question at a time, give you 3 ideas to help you understand the question, also help you answer the question. The GPT works like this with intention. I did this on purpose. All right. So question number 2, your audience snapshot. Who are they? Where they're at and what they crave. So, the abundance mindset, you're speaking my language. People manifesting abundance are usually growth oriented and open to tools and strategies that help them level up their mindset. Let's paint the picture. Your audience snapshot. Who are they? Ambitious dreamers, thinking young professionals, entrepreneurs, or anyone wanting to shift their mindset to attract opportunities. Where are they? They're aware or where they're at. They're aware that their current mindset might be holding them back and are ready to do the inner work to invite more abundance. What they crave. Simple, practical tools to align their thoughts, energy, and habits with their goals for 2025. Oh, that GPT is in the chat GPT. Let me go there. Let me show her where that is right now. So I'm going to go into school. I'm going to go back, y'all, but I got to help my community first. Go into DCT, go into the classroom. I'm going to come down here to chat GPT and DAL-E. And right here, create framework to go from idea to sale. So the GPT is here. All right. Any GPTs are located under ChatGPT, and you can see here we have a whole bunch of GPTs for DCT fundamentals. All right. For DCT Accelerator, we have, so they get more GPTs. So they get access to a library of GPTs, Etsy GPTs, Mindset GPTs, self-publishing GPTs, email marketing GPT, coach GPTs, a stand store GPT, ebook and course GPT, prompt generator GPTs, miscellaneous GPTs, Chat GPT art prompts, Chat GPT art prompts 02, Midjourney art prompts. So if I click a button, it's going to take them to their GPT, and when they click a button, it'll take them to whatever GPT there is for it. So I created this website for them to be able to use. Like if they wanted to create art that looked like this, they select a button, it'll take them right to the GPT. They push a button, it'll create the art for them. All right. So this is what DCT Accelerator gets. Everybody in DCT gets access to all of these GPTs here, but DCT Accelerator gets access to even more. All right. You said the description listing GPT is top notch. I will always scream, that's my favorite. Me too. Me too. I love the description writer GPT because I don't have to write any more descriptions for ChatGPT, for Etsy, Etsy website, classes, nothing. It does it all for me. All right. Going to head back into ChatGPT. So now let's go ahead and figure out who our people are. So who are they? I'm going to go ahead and say, they are 50 years or 40, they are 40 years and older who have been conditioned to not believe in their dreams and their dreams, gifts, and talents. All right. So these are the people that I want to create for. And the reason why I know this so easily is because I already know my target audience. So I have several different types of audiences, and this is one that is near and dear to my heart. All right. Where they're at. They're aware that their current mindset might be holding them back and they're ready to do the inner work. Absolutely. Paste that there. Number three, what do they crave? They want to get out of their own way. Go ahead and send it. Um, you said make these employees make you money. Yes. So she's talking about the GPTs. I call them employees. Now it's saying this is a powerful audience with so much untapped potential. Let's move on to step two. What pain point are you solving? What's the biggest struggle they're facing in manifesting abundance? For example, fear of dreaming big, paralysis by overthinking, internal blockers. Lord have mercy. All of these. Ooh, I know this feeling. All of these. Go ahead and send it. And you guys see it hasn't talked about creating nothing yet. It's wanting to figure out who you're creating for first. It says you've got a powerhouse trifecta of pain points, fear, overthinking, and internal blockers. It's like you're crafting the ultimate solution to unlock these chains. Here's how we'll frame their core struggle. So, the core pain point, your audience feels stuck. They've been conditioned to shrink their dreams, overthink their choices, and let negative self. Let me stop there. If this feels like you, give me a one in the chat while I'm reading this. I just want to see who I'm talking to with this. So, core pain point. Your audience feels stuck. They've been conditioned to shrink their dreams, overthink their choices, and let negative self talk hold them back. Deep down, they know they're capable of more, but they don't know how to break free from old patterns and embrace an abundant mindset. That's you? Yeah, that's a lot of us. That's a lot of us. So, how can you solve it? Right? That's a pain point for y'all, right? How can you solve it using what you love to do? Think about your unique strengths, skills, or passions. Are you a natural motivator? That's Mama Karen. A skilled coach? That's somebody like one of my coaches over in DCT. Or a storyteller who can inspire transformation. It's like my 100-year-old grandmother, great storyteller. Here are three ideas to spark your thinking. So you can do mindset coaching, create guided practices or workshops to help them rewrite limiting beliefs, but you don't have to write it. ChatGPT can write it. Empowering content, design an inspirational digital journal, ebook, or video series packed with practical mindset shifts. Tools for change, build a toolkit with affirmations, exercises, and goal setting frameworks to guide them step by step. You can pick any of these. I'm going to pick tools for change. It says, what's your superpower you'll use to guide this audience? Let's weave that into your solution, right? So we start with the problem and the audience. We go into what we like to do, and then it's going to tell us what we can create based on what we like to do. So it says, what can you create to solve this pain point? Let's design your toolkit with purpose and flair. Here's a possible breakdown: daily affirmation cards, mindset exercises, goal setting framework, visualization audio or video, progress tracker, right? I'm going to go on and see, does this mix spark your excitement, or is there a specific element you want to add? Once we finalize the contents, we'll tackle step five. How will you create it using your tool stack? So what do I want to create? I want to do daily affirmations. So I'm going to do daily affirmation cards, paste it there, and I'm going to go ahead and send it. It acknowledged my input. It says, yes, affirmation cards are such a beautiful or a powerful tool. They're like daily love notes to your soul. Let's make them not just affirming, but truly transformational. Here's a deeper dive into crafting these gems. So, daily affirmation card blueprint, design the concept. It's telling you what you can do. The content format, themes for affirmations, add a personal touch. Does this outline resonate? If yes, we'll brainstorm your next steps for creating these cards in step five. Do you already have a tool like Canva? I'm going to say, yes, I have a tool like Canva. Go ahead and send it. It's going to acknowledge my input. And the way that I wrote the GPT is so that way it will give you links to Canva templates. If these links are not clickable, you can tell it this. It says choose a template. I'm going to copy all of this, paste it here. I'm going to say, because not all the time it gives us the full, the link is not clickable. I'm going to say, please provide the links because the words are not clickable. Let's see if it understands that. So if it gives me, there it is, it's giving me the links, right? So now that it has given me the links, I can go to the templates. And I set this up on purpose to scrape Canva to find all the templates for whatever it is that you need to create with. So in this case, motivational cards. So it's going to come up with all the motivational cards for where you can start creating motivational things, right? To offer to people. So that is all part of this GPT. And this is the beauty of working with the GPT versus the projects, right? Projects are great, but GPTs are still better in how it can help people. Let me do this. So paste this. So here are quote card. Oh, let's see here. Something went wrong. Try again. Oh, don't tell me I broke it. I don't think I broke it. Let's go to flashcards. Go here. Let's see here. Here. Paste it. There we go. Flashcards. So there are flashcards. All right. So that way you can add your designs to those things. All right. So it tells you steps to create affirmation cards in Canva. Choose a template, customize your design, add your affirmations, export cards, optional enhancements. I'm going to say great job. Now I would like to teach other people how to create their own affirmation cards. I need you to rewrite these instructions in a PowerPoint presentation format. Let me see what it does with that because I want to teach other people, but I might not necessarily want to um, do it, right? So I'm going to have, let's see here, ChatGPT write it all out for me. It's giving me instructions saying thank you. I'm going to copy this, copy all. Oh, I need to do this. I'm going to say, now I need a title. Go ahead and send it. There it is. I'm going to go into something called Gamma because I don't want to write this. Maybe I want to create a newsletter. So I'm going to select create new, paste in text. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to copy all of this. And let's do all the way down to here. Copy, drop it into Gamma. And now I want to turn it into a web page. Continue, web page, website, right? I'm going to go ahead and select continue. And it's going to come up with a theme for the website. I'm going to select generate. You can go through and choose any of these themes, right? Say my brain power is ridiculous. And now here we go with the website. Let's go to the website, right? And maybe this is a lead magnet, do some templates that you create. All right. So just like that, I got an entire website. Now I can use this as a lead magnet for something else, right? So a lead magnet to my ebook, a lead magnet to a course, a lead magnet to anywhere I want people to go to. All right. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead. You said you misspelled my name. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and oh, I could do that. Uh-huh. I could show your I could I can show your comments. I love it. I love it. She said, "Come on, coach." Yes, 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 yes. She said, "Come on, coach." What it says? Your brain power is ridiculous. Gatestown Digital, they said, "Yes, Toya. I say this every time I hear her speak, especially when she's in her zone." And oh, Toya said, "Come on, yard, stream yard." That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I want you guys to know that, yeah, StreamYard I like StreamYard. I like StreamYard a lot. I like StreamYard a lot. All right. So let's see what, let me go to here. All right. So let us see what TikTok has to say. Any questions, TikTok? You said you're headed to join the accelerator, period. Well, come through, come through, come through. All right. Let's see here. We love to have you. Let's Those fillable based prompts, they are valuable. They are very valuable. Because they can help you go from 0 to 10 million in no time. Um, you got smoke coming out of your ears. And y'all, this is very mild, compared to what we talk about over in, DCT. This is very, very mild. Very mild. Very mild. Let me see if I could pull up that one ChatGPT prompt that I've been working on for DCT. I just want to show y'all what I got coming for y'all. It's a prompt to learn in learning plan. Is this it? Yep. So this is a GPT that I'm writing, so that way you can learn anything, any freaking thing. It's going to show you how to go from a beginner to an expert within one, conversation with ChatGPT. One conversation with ChatGPT, right? So you said, "I can't believe Chat can do all of this, and to think I knew nothing until my son told me he used it to write an essay last year. And now I'm finding out it does all of this. I definitely have to watch again." Yes, yes, yes. Just clocked out of work heading to my computer. Yes. So get there, because these things, the AI can help you on your job, not just in a business, but on your job as well. All right. So what did you say here for the question? You said, oh, I didn't mean to send an invitation. I am so sorry. Sweet teas, ignore that. Um, do you have a specific prompt for fonts or to create images from set phrases? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I gave those to, DCT. So if I go into the school platform and go into the classroom, where I do that is under ideogram. So you guys get all of these prompts to help you create images using words. All right. And it also gives you certain types of fonts too. So I'm going to take you into ideogram so I can show you what I mean by fonts and different things like that. So, here is a black and white colorable bookmark that you can use. So let me come here. All right. So black and white colorable bookmark. We also have these types of bookmarks. So you see the words on them. So you can add the words to them, and also coloring books, right? So this is the tool that I use to create my coloring books. My bookmarks over on Etsy. So if I go to Etsy, show you guys again. So I'm going to go to my site, Coco Twins. Coco Twins on Etsy. I have several keywords for my business on Etsy. People, y'all have turned Coco Twins into a hashtag. And there are people that use the name just so that way they can get into the Coco Twins space. So my tribe, y'all know, you can go ahead and use the Coco Twins name. bring. Oh, look at this, Ava. So cute. Look at that. This travel bag set. So the trot, and here's an image that I hand drew. Somebody turned it into a coloring page. Trying to see if anybody used one of my prompt guides sample. There's another one of the images that I drew. Here's my Ebony Joy. There's my Ebony Joy. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Let me go back. I don't see any prompt guides in here that just pop out at me. Nope. I don't see no prompt guides that pop out at me, y'all. Oh, this one right here. So somebody took one of my prompt guides and they used it to create their own prompt guide. This is an example of it right here. This is a prompt guide that I did a couple of years or last year, and I took it down and they used the prompt guide as a reference for their own prompt guide. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go back and go to. It said, "Did you mean the Coco Twins site?" Yes, I did. Go to my site. So the bookmarks. So this is what they look like. So gathering gratitude, sharing love, new year, new dreams, and endless possibilities. Love blooms in the heart all year. You also get so for our some of our bookmarks, you get the calendar on the bottom, and then you also get the same image without the calendar on it, and it's a PNG document on an 11 by 8.5 size design, page setup, and you can just cut around them. Those of you that want the prompt and you want the template, then these will be available on my website with resale rights. Yep. Okay. You said, wow, they added you as a tag too. Yes, they did. Not Canva, Etsy added Coco Twins as a tag. Do we have until the end of the month to download the bundle before it goes away? No, the prompt guide bundle will stay. The prompt guide bundle will stay for a little bit longer. As a teacher, I absolutely can't wait to use this for my classroom for lessons and things based on our curriculum. Yes. Will the live be saved? Yes. What she say? Misha, that hand drawn art Canva slash Midjourney on YouTube video was off the charts. You killed that. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so let's do this. There we go. All right. So that is all that I have for tonight for you guys. Let's see. Anybody else got anything else? Yes, this is being recorded and enjoy your party. Enjoy your party, girl. Yes, this will be saved. Ava, she said, I just joined. Yes, this will be saved. Any schedule do you follow on DCT? Do you come live? Yes, I follow a schedule. So typically on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern, I do a lunch and learn on YouTube. Then on Fridays, we do a live Zoom call for the community or for Q&A sessions. And then on Sundays, we do a live call for community meetings for onboarding help and affiliate help and different things like that. So yes, we do follow a schedule. All right. Right. Happy birthday. All right. So that's all that I had for can you download the prompt you just created, please? Download the prompt I just created. I don't know which prompt that is. Download the prompt that I just created. I don't know what prompt that is. All right. So that is all that I have for this evening. I look forward to providing you guys with more information, especially from StreamYard. I love it. I love it. I love it. Information. Is there affirmations? Oosh. Affirmations. Uh, ooh. Affirmations. Uh, ooh. You're gonna have to bring if you belong to DCT, bring that into the community. All right, because I'm not sure exactly what it is you're looking for, but you get more characters over on DCT, so you can go into detail about what you're looking for. Here it's kind of hard on YouTube. Um, the prompt that identified the audience. No, that's not a prompt. That's a GPT. That GPT is available in DCT. It is called the Finish What You Started GPT, and it's available in DCT. All right. You're welcome. Not sure how I stumbled onto Misha on TikTok, but I think God definitely pushed me in her direction. Misha, you just amaze me every time I watch. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So okay, so Rose Randolph, are you in DCT, Rose? Because I can give you the link so you can go right to it if you're in there. Will the expert GPT be available in DCT or available to everyone when you complete it? It will the expert GPT, or you are in DCT. Okay. The GPT to not write courses to learn anything, Chan? Is that what you're asking? Because that'll be available to DCT. If that's what you're asking. I'll get you this link so you can go right to it. All right, here is the link. Uh, let's see here. Reply. Here's a link to the 5 point framework. HTTPS framework. All right, go ahead and send this. All right, so there you go. There is the link. Go ahead and grab it, Rose, so you can go right to school and be able to grab it. Oh, okay, so yeah, that prompt that I have there that I'm gonna turn into a GPT to learn anything will only be available to DCT. All right, because I want you guys to understand this. I belong to a bunch of MRR courses. I belong to a bunch of them. And I'll tell you this, this one right here, the PLR MRR resource that I belong to, is the only one that I would refer anybody to. And that's simply because they create all types of new PLR products. Things like DWA, UBC, different things like that, I wouldn't recommend those, not at those prices. Instead, I would show you how to learn anything without spending $597. And that's what I plan on doing with that GPT because a lot of people cannot afford access to that information. But at the same time, they still want a community. And it's one of the reasons why I created DCT and I only offer it for $97 right now. So that way, it makes it more affordable for people to be able to join. And then we have the upgrade if you want to take your learning of AI further in DCT Accelerator. And everything is a one time payment. And it is an MRR resource where you can resell and keep 100% of the profit, the DCT fundamentals. We also have affiliate programs. The DCT Accelerator is only affiliate, right? The DCT Accelerator is only affiliate, and it's because of the way that it's structured. Because you can't just offer it, it has to go through Teachable, right? So I want you guys to be sure that you get the information there on Teachable because we're working on turning it into a certified program. All right. You said accelerator, honey, get in there because she increases the price. Before she increases the price, yes. Get in there before I increase the price, right? And when I increase the price, not only will it help me, but it will also help those that are in DCT right now because they'll also be able to increase their price as well. All right. So y'all get in there because the information is AI information. The way that I teach information, the way that my team teaches, not information, the way that I teach AI and the way that my team teaches AI is very different. And you're not going to find this anywhere else. And how do I know that? Is because I'll go to the school platform. I'll go to Discover Communities. I'll go ahead and type something like AI. I'll hit enter. There we are, right? We're in the top 3, 6, 9, 12. How many of these is it? 30? We're in the top 30 for AI schools, business. Let's do digital marketing. We're in the top 1, 2, 3, 6. 9, 10, 11. We're ranked number 11 in digital marketing. All right, let's do mindset. And if you notice something, you don't see a lot of people who are repeating in these different spaces. We're also under mindset. There's DCT right there. All right. If I do, let's see, did I do digital art? And there we are, digital art. We're number 3 for digital art, right? So we are ranked very high within the school platform. All right. Okay, I'll check my messages. DCT fundamentals come with accelerator. Yes, it does. So if you get DCT accelerator, you get DCT fundamentals as well. Yep. Yep. So we are ranked pretty high in school across several platforms. So when people search, they'll find us under mindset, digital art, uh, business, did I say mindset, AI, and some other stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Janice. Yes, 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 yes. So DCT is not a group, it is a community. The community, the success of the community is based on the community, not on an individual. It is based on the community, not on an individual, right? So DCT is its own entity. It is not Misha, it is DCT, and it is based on the collaborative efforts within the group, within the community, within the tribe. All right. The success of DCT lies within the hands of the community. So over in DCT, we don't do drama. I'm military, so I don't do drama well because I'm dirty, so I don't do drama well, and I can become super aggressive when it comes to drama, and especially when it starts to affect my community. So I don't do drama. So we don't do drama over in DCT. We support each other. We collaborate because we understand there's collaboration over competition, and competition isn't even real, right? We understand that in order to build our digital portfolio, that we have to figure out pain points and solutions to pain points, and then use what we love to do and what we know how to do to solve those pain points, right? So not only do we learn how to create things, not only do we learn how to use AI, but we also learn how to make irresistible offers so that way we can make money in this space. And I can't remember who said this was the first year that they've made $5,000 in their shop. I can't remember who said that. Sweet Teas, Toya, she said we collaborate daily at 6 a.m. It was you, Toya. Okay, so there are a lot of wins over in DCT. A lot of the people, especially my coaches, they're now having to file taxes for the amount of money that they've made. And not only have they made money sell or creating irresistible offers of their own digital download assets, not digital products, digital download assets, 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 assets. They're also teaching what they've learned, and they're learning that they cannot run out of ideas. All right. So that is it. That is all for me. I keep saying that, but I keep getting these questions. Do you record the AI trainings? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Um, yeah, my banner's covering the screen. If you want to get a better view, come over to YouTube. How do you search for me on Creative Fabrica? It's Coco Twins, CocoTwins. All right. All right. All right. Congratulations, Toya. Will this stay on YouTube? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I'm excited. Toya said, I'm excited because I never knew it could happen to me or happen for me. Y'all just don't understand. And she's talking about making $5,000 selling digital download assets. Right? So that's all that I have. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And I look forward to providing more valuable information again. All right. Y'all be easy.